Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the space all-time high is around the corner. And I'm not joking, I know sometimes the community says, I'm too early for my prediction, or, I say crazy things that, don't happen that fast. But eventually, same with Tesla, it went all through, okay? So I still believe that space one day will be 100 and then 200 and eventually $300 per share. Obviously, there will be some stock splits and so on, but this is a company that will grow over time. Now, in the next couple of weeks or even days, we will not have only a space rally. We will have a rally of everything. The current market is a little bit concerned about the health situation, obviously, right? But there is data and statistic that will show us that there is a peak coming in, all right, in the US, which is very, very good. And after US, all the other countries will follow with a peak. This eventually will happen, and it will happen in maybe already the next couple of days. There is one guy on the stock market that I really respect because he is on the point. He cut journalists and said there will be a bottom in March 2020 according to statistic and data, and it happened that way. He was a bull before anyone else when the Bitcoin price was $4,000 and below the mining price. He said, this is a really great time to invest into Bitcoin, and eventually, the Bitcoin now is at $44,000, if not more, by you watching this video. Then he also predicted over the last couple of months, every now and then, the running bull market. So if not, he is a very, very good predictor. So listen what he actually have to say. And this is brand news, guys. Okay, so have a look.
So you've been talking and keeping your eyes peeled the last couple of weeks for any sign that COVID infections are beginning to peak. You're pointing to some other models this morning, but it's tentative. And you even point out sometimes on these charts, you got to squint to see it. How can you describe your level of confidence in this call?
It's actually growing, Carl. One of the things that really helps us understand if COVID is peaking is looking at the 7-day rate of change. So our cases increasing over 7 days ago. And our data science team led by Tireless Ken looked at almost 22 counties in Florida. And I think every county except for one was seeing a slowdown in that 7-day delta. So even Florida looks like we're going to have a peak in cases pretty soon, probably within the next few days. And then, of course, as you know, a lot of the forecasters, but the one I think is most important, IHME, is forecasting the U.S. might peak sometime this week. And I was encouraged by Dr. Gottlieb's comments this morning that, there isn't likely to be a fall wave. And I think that's another important takeaway, that this is the wave, this is the biggest wave that we could see in the year. And if it peaks, we're going to have an everything rally, a big one.
Yeah.
So as you can see, he is very convinced that we will have a rally of everything. I like that, okay? A rally of everything. Everything including space, okay? So I said that I believe there will be also specifically rallies on those stocks that actually will be comeback stocks that are heavily, impacted, travel and leisure, I said like Carnival Cruise and some kind of this kind of stocks will be quite interesting. However, we love space, and let me tell you, beside the rally of everything, what is also very important for space right now and what could skyrocket the stock in just no time. We know there could be some events that are some around the horizon, and then the news comes and space is skyrocketing, okay? New CEO, Michael Koglaser, the stock went up 20% or more. Richard Branson going into space. We knew it could happen. There was some rumors, but if it's confirmed, the stock went up 22%. The FAA commercial license, everybody knew sometime it will come, but we actually didn't know when, and it catched us by surprise, and the stock went up 40%. I believe it could be something that we have already since the Q2 earnings call, knowingly that there is some ticket sales, or there will be some ticket sales. So there will be at some point some PR release, maybe just at the Q3 quarter earnings, but at some point they will tell us, ladies and gentlemen, space investors, we got reservations for tickets, let's say 1,000, okay? That is a lot of potential revenue. This will skyrocket the stock, okay? This already happened for a numbers of times, all right? I have seen this with Ford when they got the reservations. I saw this with Tesla Model 3 before they actually launched. They got, all the reservations, and, it was like crazy for the stock when they announced they have so many thousands and thousands and thousands of reservations for the Model 3. And exactly this will be also an eye-opener for the people who are not believing in the space industry. Yes, it seems like this thing for billionaires, but actually, those are the smartest guys out there. And if they invest into an industry, and all three together, like Richard Branson has his company, Jeff Bezos has Blue Origin, and Elon Musk, has SpaceX. So there must be something that those people are working on, okay? And also other billionaires like, the founders of Google are working for years already on things like, Google satellite systems, and even Facebook also works on enhancing the internet with bringing internet through satellites to remote areas so they get more people on Facebook and so on. It's actually a very, very important step for us to go into space. So, however, coming back to space and space stock, we have seen that, great things happened after the earnings. Not only the earnings was a great day after, but also on Monday, the stock gained over 5% because there was an, upgrade for the stocks. And these things come, now regularly. I think they showed us so many things in the Q2 earnings that were excited, okay? The Delta class, there's also some questions about the Delta vehicle. I said that it will be the triangle shaped Delta class airplane that they working in some kind of modification. Other people commented below this video that it might be just another slight variation that they call Delta class, but in actually we really don't know what will come up. I hope that the next Delta class spaceship will be something not only, and they confirmed that will be used more frequently because they will have so much demand, but will also have more passengers. Okay, I really hope that, because with a new mothership they maybe can carry a bigger ship, which will then decrease the challenge of putting as many people into space as possible. Obviously they need to have the experience as exclusive as possible, but you remember that they reduced the passenger from 6 to 4, and I think that they actually want by heart, send people up there, maybe for a smaller amount, maybe for 250,000, and they will have 10 people in a bigger spaceship. All of these things are question marks. So this will be another option. Maybe towards the end of the year we are having the Delta class spaceship revealed, at least the design. They did it already with the point-to-point, so now they focus totally on that, on the Delta class spaceship, and paused the production of the next spaceship, which would be Spaceship 4, and this means already a lot. Okay, so summarize. There is some things on the horizon. We never know when the real PR information goes out, but once they go out, and because we should think in decades, not in days, guys. This is a nice graphic that I shared on Instagram, guys. Follow me on Instagram, please. Then you see that day to day is not important, guys. It's decade to decade, okay? You want to be a millionaire by thinking in decades, not in days. In days, this will be not necessary, because it makes no sense to watch a stock day by day. You need to understand what they have for potential in the next decade, okay? And this is the most important conclusion, guys. And that's why I think it's around the corner, because maybe the new all-time high will be this year, maybe next year, but it's still around the corner because we think in decades.